Alright, so I've got a lot of stories to share for the past several days. Um, there have been so many encounters where I've messed up electronics. So, first, it was at the library. Now, I'm used to this. If you don't know this about me, I'm used to messing up electronics. I can't even hold a phone near my body or near my face without it messing up. If I get in between the phone and the router connection, it usually shuts off. If I get near a device, it slows up and has interference, blurs, or messes up. The quality messes up. So, whenever I was in the library having to print something for my father, they they said their computer screwed up when I was asking for a number to type in the computer. Their main system screwed up. Mainframe, not mainframe, main system. Then I go in there try to log on, and then they have to say this computer is out of use at this time because it messed up. Then in the middle of logging into the other one, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't even type anymore. And then I finally got onto a third one that this boy next to me was using. This guy, and he logged out of his email and let me use it. Then she said, "Oh crap, it completely messed up right after I got the print done." And she made copies, photocopies, made them smaller for me. So then, whenever I get back to the house, the next day I had an issue with my phone again. So I had no service when I'm trying to talk on it. But yet, when I take it away from my body, it starts working more. What's weird is he was able to call me, and then we call AT&T on my mama's phone. They said just get another SIM. It's looking like I'll have to get another SIM because they couldn't call me. But yet, what's weird is my father was able to call me. Well, then we were just about to try to take the Nissan, the Nissan up to the mechanic because we want to go ahead and try to get that worked on. We thought we never did get to because suddenly the tires wound up being flat. The front passenger and the back driver's side, flat. Front passenger went flat first, and I aired it up, and as I was airing it up, the other went flat. So I aired that other one up, and I'm like, fine, we're not going to go anywhere. We're not going to go take the Nissan up there. I jump start the Nissan, I move it and all that stuff. After I said, fine, we're not going anywhere, the tires remain fine. Crazy. And then as I get into the truck, we're talking to AT&T. They said, just go get another SIM. Then they treat me kind of like crap at that AT&T store. And after they finally did a whole background check and stuff, like I said in my previous video, after they did the whole background check and all that, then they let me have the SIM. It was kind of crazy there, but then I go and it was weird. I asked, fine, are we not first before I even went there? I said, am I not supposed to go? Do we not need to go to get the vehicle done right now? Worked on right now? And the phone started working. And there were dark clouds everywhere. Storms were going on, and it was crazy. So then I go to the store, and it won't read, their pin pad, and they said it's supposed to read the chip card's supposed to read the contactless payment for whether it's a card or phone. It's supposed to read all that. It didn't work. Their payment terminal quit. So later, McDonald's now, they want you to use the app and add a PayPal debit card and all that stuff in there if you want to get any discounts now. So I went into McDonald's, their system messed up. They want you to scan your phone so it shows your name on the front. And crazy, they have this whole prison theme now. It's like a dystopian future prison theme. I get so tired of seeing that in all the McDonald's. Like the prison mesh wiring, the wiring and stuff, and looks like you're in prison. But then I went up to the terminal, and if I wanted discounts, I had to do it through the phone. And it said disconnected from server. system error. I was like, really? I was thinking, again? So I screwed up all 3 computers as I was walking upon them. And it said system error. And they just disconnected. No one could use the self-checkout or the self-order kiosks and terminals in McDonald's because I messed them up. My energy. When I was on the phone, I can't put it near my body. People say it echoes. They can't hear me. Or it just drops the call and disconnects. So, stories from when I was in school. Now, I'm not going to give them all. Some of them are personal. But when I was high strung, or my energy was all off, I would say, so and so happened, and it would happen. Or I would say, I wish so and so would happen, and it would take place. That was the couch. The sound of the couch movement. If you're wondering. But anyway, the teachers would be like, they actually, to the point where they were kind of suspicious of me. Kind of sus. They were like, if something happens, I blame you. Because some of them were kind of like, weirded out by it. Anyway, I'll get into stories like that in another video. But I wanted to share it here. I was so stressed and stuff, and then I'm not going to give the name. The teacher that taught computer stuff like that, typing, things like that, she could not get her devices to work at all. And she was like, are you messing up my stuff? She said, I'm just kidding. But I think she was suspicious because the girl next to me said, I've never seen a computer screen melt before. And the screen itself, not the monitor, but the screen, it looked like dripping blood or something, just melting. It looked like paint's just draining in the rain. It was just the screen itself, not the monitor, but the screen was just, the pixels were just melting. It was like a sci-fi movie. It looked like, the horror movies where blood drips down the screen or something. That's what it looked like. And it was just all melting slowly, just down the screen, just drooping like some kind of a sci-fi or horror movie, thriller movie. Well, then I moved to another computer, and they told her she got a tech expert in there, and he said, I don't know what happened, but this other computer, he said, it's never going to work again. He said, I don't care how many hard drives I put in it. He said, I don't care about if I put a new system in it, it's not going to work. He said, I don't know what it is. He said, that casing, everything. He said, you put a computer in there, it's not going to work. So he said, I don't know. He said, that particular system is shot. And I had to take my computers for repairs back then a lot. And they said, dude, you fried the motherboard. They said, what happened? What did you do? I was like, I didn't do anything. I fried so many motherboards. Hard drive screwed up. And everything messed up completely. Personally and in school. And some of the teachers were a little bit suspicious. You could tell that. And she was just like, well, let's go to a third computer. And I would focus for distractions and stuff like that would happen. Weird stuff. I'll talk about that another time. Because I felt so bad in school. But I've been used to things like that happening a lot. Those alarms in the store would go off on me when I would walk in or out of the store. They're like, I saw that it went off on you when you went in or went out. I interfere with whether it's TV, radio. I put my hands in this Cy-ball or Chi-ball. Like, I put my hands in this particular way, and it used to interfere the old-fashioned radios. I could feel magnetics between my hands. An energy ball, and I could feel the magnetics pulse between my hands, back and forth. Repel and attract. And usually when I did that, it would mess with light bulbs. It would also mess with electronics. But it would especially mess up the radio. And I could actually cause the volume to go wide open or low, or just shut off the radio behind me. Light bulbs would blow. Man, I've gone through a lot of light bulbs. Old-fashioned light bulbs, I've gone through a lot of those. And then when I get home the other day, I asked the speakers to turn on the lights, and it said there are no lights. I was like, what? You have no lights. Oh, I was just like, that was so annoying. But it finally worked. But that's been happening a lot again lately. It's like the energies are heightened. I'll go in a store. They said their entire system went out, so they had to go. I had to go try to go to another computer, and they're like, "This one's not working either." And it happened when I walked in. I tried to go and pay in Dollar General for some things. It didn't work there either. And their system would not read anything of mine. Then finally, when I walked away and came back, it started working. So just one of those things. And that's what I deal with on a regular basis. And just one story from school. I've got some other interesting stories from high school later. Much love, everyone. Signing out. Been seeing a lot of repeating numbers. 333, 1111, things like that. Signing out. If you'd like to show support, please do so at the link below. Subscribe to my channel, like, share, all that good stuff. Comment with what you experienced below.